Welcome back to Soothe Your Soul with Savannah Brooke, and I've got April Muir here again today, and we're going to talk to you about pranic healing, because both of us are pranic healers, and we want to describe to you what pranic healing is, how it can benefit you, and we're going to go over 3 small tips for you to do today without being a pranic healer that can benefit your overall mind, body, spirit health.
Yes.
So, when did you start studying pranic healing? For me, it was December last year.
I want to say, I can't remember.
Was it a while ago?
I went to the Twin Hearts meditations for probably a year or two before I decided to go. And with my healing work, I was getting a lot of negative thought forms and a lot of negative energies were clinging to me as I was clearing other people.
Okay.
And that's what brought me into pranic healing. So after speaking to Dan Schmutz, because I was doing these meditations focused on helping other people, and I would do these meditations for the world, he said, "What is it that you're doing to get all this on you?"
Yeah.
I said, I just assumed that the energy would take care of itself. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So when I learned how energy works, I was actually able to stay clean. And that allowed me to be less fatigued.
Yeah.
My health was much better. I was making better choices, health-wise and food-wise. And my focus, like I was able to focus just from doing the few techniques we're going to show you today.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yes, my experience also, I studied with Dr. Dan Schmutz, and he's out of Orlando. He's incredible environmental scientist and pranic healer on the weekends, as he says. But we go through this Twin Hearts meditation where we focus on doing the meditation and healing collectively the world together. And it's so beautiful, and you can really truly feel it within your heart. You can feel the expansion within your conscious self and your soul, and it not only is helping others, but then we're filled up because we're being channeled with so much love and divine light that we're carrying now that higher frequency.
Yeah.
So let's talk about 3 tips.
So first we start with a bowl of water.
Right.
Okay? Doesn't matter what kind of bowl. I usually have it be about this big. And I put about half a cup of salt, would you say?
Yeah.
Half a cup of salt. That's going to clean the energy, okay? And so you're going to put that salt bowl down on the ground.
Yep.
And then I always like to start with the head.
Okay.
Especially when I'm in front of computers and stuff, that those waves are actually penetrating through your own natural energy magnetic field.
Yes.
So you want to strengthen it.
Right.
And we're able to strengthen that, but first we got to clear it
Yeah.
and clean it.
Yeah.
And after you have a conversation, chords. After you have
The
a conversation with
especially
somebody,
an intense one.
yes.
Yeah.
When you're talking with someone, have you ever been talking with someone and you're there? It doesn't even have to be 5-10 minutes, and you notice that you start feeling the same way that they're feeling.
Yeah.
And you're like, if the person's talking about something, their own stress in their life, you leave and you're like, wow, you feel drained. Well, that's a chord. So what to do in that is just visualize your hand is a knife. And you just visualize cutting that cord. Cut.
Yep.
You know what that cord is? That is just data. It's not a bad thing. It's when you connect with someone, when you talk with someone, you're communicating and you're exchanging data, information. That allows us to be able to have a clearer communication.
Yeah.
We're quantumly connected.
I was going to say, I call it the quantum tube.
It is. We're quantumly connected.
And for you.
And
You can feel, if you watch through these videos, you definitely feel even the energy opening up in your own space, because we're opening up divine channels here.
Through time and space.
Through time and space. And if you tap in, you ask yourself, how do I do that? You don't have to ask much. You just allow, and it just comes through.
Exactly.
And you'll be able to feel this energy coming in and opening up for you. Because do you feel the presence? I feel their presence now.
Yeah,
Because
I actually
do
do, because I
cooler now.
feel Yeah.
And lighter.
Yeah.
And we're lighter. And do you feel, I don't know, I feel it. So they usually come in to help. So we have the bowl. We always get the saltwater bowl. And to be honest, step one. And if you don't have salt with you, the power of intention is really powerful. So sometimes
you make the fire.
Basically, I make the fire. Yeah. It's an ethereal fire.
So you just imagine that you have a fire there, and this is going to be a cleansing fire.
Yeah.
So that's the setup.
Yeah.
For the clearing of your own energy field.
Yeah.
And then
yes,
we actually use our hands with the intent that we are going to be clearing our energy field. So I kind of do this number sometimes.
Okay.
And I kind of flick it into the bowl 3 times.
Yep.
So kind of like sweep, 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 and then collecting.
Yep. 3 times.
3 times, and then 3 times flick into the salt bowl. The salt bowl is going to clean it.
Yeah.
It's going to clean that energy.
And hold it. The salt is what makes it bind, and so that way it's not releasing out.
Okay.
That's the water is the absorber, and the salt is the thing that holds it together.
So for beginners, you would definitely want to do the
forehead.
head.
Oh, I'm all day. So if anybody has seen me or known me, or if you're around me for any length of time, you know I'm doing this all day long. Or just in the middle of a conversation with somebody, I'm clearing the third eye and the forehead chakra because I'm really sensitive to feeling that. And tell us about the aura, right? Our aura is, depending on how strong it is, it might be out to here, it might be in. Through pranic healing, can you tell us the difference between like when something's congested or depleted?
Yes, that's a great question. So you can do it now.
Okay.
So if we go and bring our hands into like a prayer pose, your spine is straight, your neck is straight. You're going to take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And then you're going to move your hands up and then bring your arms around you, okay? You're going to do this probably about 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
And what you're doing is you're just clearing that space around you from whatever has collected around you throughout the day while you're at the grocery store, the conversation. And so you're going to have that cleared.
I do this when I first wake up. I do this one when I first wake up because I feel like coming back, sleeping in houses is like so 2019. I mean, like I can't sleep in houses hardly anymore because I'm so sensitive to the walls and the frequency. And so as soon as I get up, I'm going out in the sun or I'm going out somewhere. I'm going clearing and expanding.
Yep. So going out and doing that. So that's going to fill in any gaps or depletions that are in your auric field. And it's going to reset. Yeah. So we have an electromagnetic field around us.
Right.
And we want to strengthen that. So going outside, having no shoes on, being on the earth, and doing that exercise. Inhale, exhale. Okay. That's going to strengthen your auric field. And then we want
I already feel more open just because of that.
Exactly. Yeah. And everyone will notice. So that's the thing is we can't say this is how you can see if it's a depletion or anything when you first start.
Yeah.
Because first you have to get to that healthy energy level and then you're going to be like, now I'm going to recognize it. Yeah. So what happens is first you strengthen it just by doing those exercises. And then you're going to be able to know the difference when you do have depletions or when you do have something draining your energy. So another important part is, so we got the head, okay? Then we're going to move our way down over the throat.
Right.
Okay?
This is a big
Remember,
one.
Yep.
This is
1,
a big one.
2, 3.
And so if you're watching and you allow yourself to just feel this, we can wipe this away from you watching as well. So if you've got any congestion in your throat, if you've got any areas where you're not expressing yourself fully, any fear that's connected to opening up to your deeper truths. By us doing this here and accepting into your heart space, it is clearing
you as
well.
Beautiful. Wonderful. So, and then next we're going to go into the heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
3. Big one.
Yeah.
Tell us why this is important, please, and then And then I would love for you to share that exercise with the opening that you just mentioned.
Oh, yes. So the heart is amazing. If you've ever, if you've gotten into like Greg Braden, the Heart Math Institute is very popular. I know the Heart Math Institute. Thank you, God, for them. So amazing.
Yeah.
So they've done so many studies on actually what the function and how important the heart is when it comes to communicating. Okay? So that chord we talked about, yes, they have found that actually our heart is receiving data in our environment before the mind is. Okay? Before the brain is responding. Which is beautiful and amazing.
Like a cat. I'm like a cat right now.
Got to clear that out. And what's amazing is I like to do about 4 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? 4 minutes, strong foundation of clearing out the heart at least once a day. Because I can tell a big difference when it's clear. And oftentimes we're distracted with our day and we're just going about like in our head. And we're not realizing that we're actually getting all this energy collecting on us and we need to clear it out.
And so that's why people, I think, are escaping, right? Parts of them are escaping because they're being weighed down with so much.
Yeah.
And they're not sure how to connect with that beingness and be happy and peaceful in their presence within the body. And so part of them are escaping the present reality because they don't know how to properly balance the full energy
That's
field.
very true. And remember the story when I was that child and I could see myself from the outside.
Yeah.
That was myself being like, I don't want to stay in that dense, fear-based place either.
Yeah.
You know, so we were all like, get us out of here. But that's why these techniques of learning how to clear your energy, balance your energy field, and look up pranic healing. What is it? The basics of pranic healing?
Yeah, basics of pranic healing. It's incredible. It's fundamental for pure whole health and livelihood at this point. When you begin to work with it, you will not go back to not doing it because it is
it's so empowering.
Yeah, it's energizing, it's empowering, it's free.
And you can take so much more on in life. Like, you know how when we push our limits and we're like, oh, you know, if I do that one extra thing, it's going to cause me anxiety and it's going to affect my life in a negative way. Well, if you're clearing yourself as you go throughout your day, then you're not going to get bogged down and you're going to be able to accomplish more and you're going to do it with joy.
Yeah.
Eventually you get to joy.
Yeah, eventually. And it's a daily thing. So it's not a one and done. It's daily, you're working on it. And then once you get through the closer part of your body, then you're moving into the emotional body where your emotions are stored, and then you have to figure out what that means. And so there are many layers to that, but
it's all a journey. It's so exciting. Yeah. Oh, but the exercise.
Yes, tell us about the heart exercise.
So we're going to
sit forward.
Yep. As a Kundalini yoga instructor, I've learned some amazing techniques about building and strengthening your auric field.
Okay.
So this is one that we do, and what we're going to do is we're going to inhale left and exhale right. Okay, so we're staying, our head is in alignment with our chest, and what's moving is, and inhale left, exhale right. And you're going to do that for about 1.5 minutes.
Okay.
And then you're going to switch. You're going to inhale right, exhale left, and do that for about 1.5 minutes. Beautiful. It's suggested to breathe in and out through your nose.
Oh.
Okay?
In through the nose. Yeah, I can feel that opening up the back heart more now.
Yes.
The back heart. We do have a back heart chakra for those who are watching.
We do.
That expands, when you do it through the nose.
And then, you're going to bring your elbows up.
Up more. Okay, I'm trying not to clash you.
In alignment with the shoulder.
Okay,
perfect. So, good. How does that feel?
Amazing.
Right?
I'm really glad to learn this today because this is...
I can feel your energy lightening, your heart lightening.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the back heart is one of those kind of little hard to get
that's
places.
A hard one. I get a feather or something sometimes, or we actually put our energy in front of us and clear the energy.
We do.
The energy is separate from ourselves, but it's in the quantum field. So...
That was amazing. So did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think those are the 3. So I hope that Those are beneficial for you.
Oh, they've been beneficial for us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They're going to be beneficial for you because energy works in a specific way. We're not any different than you. We're not any more capable of clearing and balancing our energy than you are.
Yeah.
We can all do the same things.
Yes.
To
It's
stay
just
healthy.
knowledge. It's just the knowledge.
It is.
It's the education.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, April, so much for those exercises.
Yes.
I'm going to take those home with me. And thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. Yes, yes, yes. Through time and space.
Yes. Why don't you tell them, just in case they missed the other episodes, where they can find you?
Yes. April Muir, M-U-R, healing.com. You'll find my email, phone number, and just look me up. I'm actually on Google Business as well. Mind Generated Healing.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me. I know.
I know. I feel like a hug in this moment is necessary. So, thank you so much for tuning in to Soothe Your Soul with Savannah Brooke, and we will see you next time. Thank you.